All right, all three of us here. It's almost 4 in the morning Central Time, almost 5 in the morning Eastern Time. So you may very well be seeing this shortly as you're getting up for work. But we're still here at Minute Maid Park after a really memorable Red Sox postseason win over the Astros.
Smith is already yawning 15 seconds into the video.
So, for both of you guys, I mean, this was a game with the Red Sox facing some potential pitching struggles in Game 5. How big was this for them to be able to pull this out tonight?
It was great. I mean, it was to go up 3-1 with kind of the uncertainty heading into tomorrow. I think it's huge. We talked about that before the game, Matt, and we didn't know who was going to be starting tomorrow. David Price is going to be the guy now. We know that. It's a big start, and a lot of people are talking about his redemption narrative yet again for about the 18th time, this postseason. So, I think with
I thought he got redemption already.
Yeah,
took a step toward redemption.
You got to go more than 4 2/3, I think. But I think it was a big performance. Porcello wasn't himself, but I think. Like I said earlier, Game 4 of the ALDS and this Game 4 were the two best games the Red Sox have played in terms of drama for the entire postseason, and it's been impressive to see them pull it out and on the road.
This was like the worst. Like, I knew Porcello wasn't going to pitch well. He's like a sinker ball pitcher against a launch angle team. He had no chance in this game, but he went 4 innings, and I tweeted out in the 5th, I said, they have a chance to win this game. They're only down by 1 run, and they pulled it off. So, I mean, there was really no pressure on them in this game. I mean, I guess there was some, considering that they didn't have a
maybe there
wasn't
pressure per se in this game, but what this game did is take the pressure off them in future games.
Well, no, I think yesterday's took the pressure off them quite much.
Sure, certainly helped. Sure,
because I mean, it forced the Astros to have to win, 2 games here. Really, I mean, you wouldn't, so, and they didn't. So I think yesterday's was really a big game, but today's obviously, or whenever the hell the days are, I don't even know what days. Exactly.
Chris Smith, you like David Price in that role tomorrow? You think that was the right way to play it?
Yeah, I think I mean, look at it. You got David Price in Game 5. You got Chris Sale in Game 6, and you got the real ace in Game 7, if necessary. Nathan Eovaldi, who's just been lights out. His stuff plays well against any team in the postseason, basically because of the velocity and really what he's been doing with his pitch locations and everything on that velocity. So, I mean, I just don't see I see the Red Sox winning the World Series. I really do at this point. I don't know. I mean, I can't see a way that they don't win the World Series. They're going to get one of these games.
For someone as negative as you, that's a big revelation.
They're going to get one of these games, and I think that if they don't get it in Game 5 here, I mean, maybe the Astros win and bring it back to Fenway, but they'll get one of those too because they got Sale and Eovaldi on the mound. So there's just no way they're not going to win it. And the pitching lines up well. I mean, if you didn't pitch David Price on short rest later today. When was he going to pitch in this year? He would have been out of relief. So, I mean, this lines up best for him, and we'll see what he does.
You think as far as the way the bullpen plays out tomorrow, you'd start with Matt Barnes only pitched 5 pitches today. He's probably depending on the situation, the first guy available. Brandon Workman, Heath Hembry, both very available. Both guys that could give you multiple innings. Do you think that's kind of at least in the middle of the route they go, if Price, depending on how long Price.
I think if you have a lead, you want to stay away from Workman and
naturally.
I mean, they can give you innings, but I mean, what do you think, Chris? I mean, I think that Matt Barnes would be the first person out of the bullpen.
Yeah, I think so. And
what starters do you think anyone would be available?
If Sale's not available, he'd be the only one. I don't think Eovaldi will be.
Porcello only threw 68 pitches today. I wouldn't be.
Would Eovaldi be available for 1 inning? If he's pitching,
maybe. I mean, the Red Sox have shown a willingness to do that.
If you need a strikeout too, if you need a guy that can come in and get a strikeout in a spot,
I guess. And I think something that plays into it. The Red Sox win tomorrow, and all of a sudden you have Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday off. All fly home Friday, fly home after the game tomorrow night. You're at home Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, waiting for the other series to be done, and people are going to say, oh, there's no urgency, but they don't want to take this back to Fenway and lose some of that wiggle room. The rest will help, and I think something that came up today, someone reported Stephen Wright is actually throwing, and he might be a factor if they get to the World Series. So there's going to be a pitcher on this roster that they can use a lot, that they're going to take off, whether that's Workman or Hembry, who we haven't seen a lot of in the postseason.
Or Swihart. I mean,
yeah,
they barely use Swihart. You could see a scenario where they make that switch.
I don't think Swihart's going to pitch tomorrow.
No.
If they had to take Price out of the game early tomorrow, and they're in a lead, but it's kind of a crazy game and everything, who do you trust more pitching with a lead if you have to go to Workman or Hembry?
Workman.
Me too.
I think because Hembry can give up the long ball pretty easily. We've seen it be a struggle for the last few. So we almost had a 4-man booth in here. So.
Well, they're shutting down Minute Maid Park.
They're literally shutting it down.
Probably a good spot to close.
Locked us in.
We may be locked in, so if that's the case, we'll be doing a Facebook Live right up until the game until one of us falls asleep.
It's only 6 hours away.
So, thanks for checking in. There will be plenty of stuff on MassLive from all three of us. Plenty of stuff that it'll be all through the day on Thursday, and we'll have plenty of coverage from the game Thursday night as well. So for Chris Smith, Chris Cotillo, I'm Matt Votor. We're MassLive, and we'll see you tomorrow.
Today.